Good morning. Today we are going to talk about Instagram. I know a lot of people are wondering, what is Instagram? We're here to tell you today what Instagram is. Instagram is a social media platform that is continuing to gain momentum. According to WordStream, there are 800 million people on Instagram, and a third of those users are teenagers. Teachers across the world are finding ways to use Instagram to engage their students and parents also. Teachers should create a separate, private classroom account that should only be used for class-related things and only followed by students and their parents. Remember, using Instagram as teachers, we must teach digital citizenship, but it is much easier to learn when the lesson is applicable. By explaining how Instagram should and should not be used, we are teaching students the skills they need to be responsible digital citizens.
So these are the different ways that you can use Instagram in your classroom. You can show off your students' work. You can feature Student of the Week. You can also show the memories from different field trips, which I think is a great way for the parents to see what their kids got to do on the field trip. You can also, teachers share their reading recommendations, so they'll show off books that they think would be better for MLK Week or better for like Veterans Day. You can also record the steps of a science project, so this could be like a teacher doing the science experiments in class and showing it off for other teachers to see. And then it's also a great way to discover ideas for writing. And then this is how we would use it in an elementary classroom, and then I'm about to show the Instagram page for that. So this we have set up as our second grade classroom, and this would be the highlights of every single elementary student in that classroom, and then you could see what their work has been or what they've submitted for that week. And so for our little activity that we did for this week, it was having all the students do a show and tell. So they had to show something about them, something that represented their family or their home life. And so this is what it would look like. Here's Sarah's. And you can just scroll through and see the different students. So here's Kylie. If a student didn't get the parental consent to have their pictures put up on the Instagram, then they would just have a picture like this. And then whenever it was time for them to do their activity, they would go and do the alternate thing. And this would just look like they would be able to draw their own picture in this and then leave a description here. So then they're still being a part of the Instagram classroom, it's just not on the Instagram page. And the teacher would still use this, take a picture of it and put it up on their little highlight bubble on the Instagram, and that way the parents can still go in and see what that looks like, just like the other students.
So you may be wondering, after all of this information, how would you use it in high school? We thought of a couple good ways. In high school, we could use it to teach students about concept and theme of a certain theme. So let's think about Black History Month. We could focus a whole month on different themes throughout that of a certain person. Each person could comment. We also thought about studying intro poets and writing Insta poetry. This would be a picture, and then you could write your poem in the comments, and each person could comment and see what they thought about yours. Book talks using Instagram, post and share grammar memes, we all love those. We can use a vocabulary Fridays, where your teacher might post a random word, and if you saw it before class, maybe you get a bonus point. Also sharing pictures of classroom notes. So now, how would this be important in high school? First, you need to make sure your students know how to set up their Instagram account. So we're going to walk you through the steps. The first step would be to get to Instagram, and you would click complete. Then you would add your phone number. Create your username, make sure it's user-friendly. and then a password, which we would go over what a good password is. And finally, your teacher would give you a class handout. In this handout, it would give you how to create your Instagram account, some different and great resources, that, especially for teachers. You would have your class Instagram over here, and each person would be required to follow this Instagram account so that your teacher could see what you were talking about. And now we're going.
So these are some of the teacher resources that we found on the articles that we were given. And I just highlighted a few of them that we followed on our account, but I'm going to show you like what their pages look like, the type of stuff that they post, and then some videos that I've saved of just some of the teacher resources that we enjoyed from the posts. So the first one we're going to look at is called Doodlebugs Teaching, and it's more of just little printouts that you can buy from this teacher. There's little like trick-or-treat cards. Some of them are cards that you would give for the holidays that would say like Happy Halloween or Happy Thanksgiving. She also makes stickers that you could pass out to the students. These are some of them. It's just more of like cute little ideas that you can use in your classroom. And then another account that we followed was Apples and ABCs. And this teacher just posted a lot of different ideas that she uses in the classroom. These could be used during lessons or in stations or centers. Some of them are just, you know, like this is reading the story and then placing the little sequence of events. There's just, you know, this is kind of like unscrambling the letters, spelling it out in the right way. So this is more of getting different resources from a teacher, different types of activities that you could use in your own classroom. And then the last one that we followed is called From the Pond. And this teacher posts a different type of printouts that you could buy from her. Some of them she gives out for free. So you could buy different, you know, like she has these up on her page, those you can use with the little block counters that you would use in like math class. She has some different printouts of like coloring sheets. She posts about different books that she think would be good for different times of the school year. So just a lot of informational resources. And then some of the videos that we liked from some other teachers that we found on here. Well, this one's a picture, but this one talks about classroom management, which we liked a lot because it's the students coming up with 4 different of their favorite kind of rewards that they would get, and then as they're being good, like if they get so many good behaviors or compliments from other teachers, the teacher tallies it up, and then at the end of their total that they're getting to, the teacher spends it, and then whatever it lands on is the reward that they would get. And then some of the videos that we enjoy are just teacher, you know, this teacher does a lot of different, you know, like hands-on, moving around type of atmosphere in her classroom. She gets her students very engaged and a part of everything that they're doing. So here's 2 different videos of stuff that she's done with them. This is an example of kind of like starting the day. She came up with a song to another song that they start the day with.
206, get ready to start the day. Whoa! We're Somerset Sharks and we did not. We remember when you started texting us the first time, saying this is what we had enough. Cause like we haven't had tea in like a month. Then you barged into our house. What? Then you came around and we go rush. Freedom, we want you, never got you. Remember how we used to be good friends? We say it's not fair. You tapped us at the start where we started. We got rid of all those acts.
Okay, these are a couple of hashtags that we found. Here's one that's dealing with elementary math. They have the manipulatives. And these are different items that they can use for centers.
to show you some hashtag giveaways for teachers. This is another great way we could use our Instagram. So one way is you just type in giveaway for teachers. This is a $400 entry prize that you could get. Another one that we found is teacher giveaway. These are some amazing items. Here's all the items that a teacher could get, and this is just all you have to do to enter. So we want to thank you for coming and viewing our presentation on why Instagram is a great resource for not only teachers but students too. Thank you.